Well, a simple pitch can tell you if your squash and or pumpkins are ready to harvest. Joe Hill explains on this episode of Bobtanical Garden.
Bobtanical, sponsored by True Green. For all your lawn, tree, and shrub care, along with pine beetle protection, think True Green this spring.
Welcome to Bobtanical Garden. Joe Hillberry, Master Gardener. I'm Bob Riggio. Joe, the harvest season continues, and it's now time to pick squash.
Right. The squash and the pumpkins are now starting to get there, and people want to know when is the right time to pick them. And so what you do is you take your thumbnail and you try to push it into the rind, and if it goes into the rind, then it's not ready yet. Winter squash should be hard.
Okay.
If you can push your fingernail in, you could take like a nail or some sharp object and scratch your name or your initials in, especially if you have grandkids or kids. But the other thing you want to do is not pick it up by the stem. You want to leave the stem on if you're going to store it anytime during the winter. And when you do pick them, you want to keep them stored at about 50 degrees or less. So your garage or...
So if you break the stem off, they won't keep as long?
That's right. And so a lot of times you'll have people pick it up by the stem and it'll break off, and then it won't last, and they wonder why.
Okay, and during Halloween they have the big pumpkin downtown, the big pumpkin way off, and there's always the champion. So if someone has a huge pumpkin that they want to bring to that event, they could carve something in there. This is so-and-so's pumpkin.
That's right. They could put their name on it or cut a smiley face, and then you wouldn't have to carve the jackal-o-lantern.
There you go. Okay, all right. Thanks a lot, Joe.
You're welcome.
All right, join us next time on Bobtanical Garden. Well, there you have it. Yeah, we got the big pumpkin fest will be coming up around,
is that different than
Halloween.
You know Charlie Brown and the Great Pumpkin?
Yes.
That's different than the Great Pumpkin?
Much. Well, yeah. I think we hosted it last year. We were out there at the big pumpkin way-off, and there's some huge pumpkins.
You keep watering them, and they keep growing.
They keep growing, man. They don't quit.